Welcome to Stick at Night. Commissioner Anthony L. Romano here, representing the great cities of Jersey City and District 5. Tonight's show is, to me, something, again, that shows the great diversity of Hudson County, of Jersey City, Hoboken. A success story of someone that came from another country and became a success not only in the business world, but she is now Miss Hudson County. And that's someone that I've gotten to know, and what a wonderful, dear person she is. And that would be Mrs. Rene Gonzales. I'm going to tell you, she's going to pronounce her maiden name and also going to pronounce the province in the old Soviet Union that she was born in, because it is a little difficult. So please stay with us. There's going to be a lot of interesting questions. And again, it's very proud we are here to have someone of this stature in our studio and representing Hudson County. So we'll be right back. Again, I'm your Commissioner Anthony L. Romano, representing District 5. Thank you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Jersey City Ford, certified parts and service located at Route 440 and Communipaw Ave, is your #1 source for Ford and Lincoln automotive needs. We use certified Ford Motorcraft products to keep your Ford running in top shape. Motorcraft parts are backed with the Ford warranty, which includes a 2-year unlimited mileage guarantee. Our team will have the right Motorcraft part to ensure the best performance from your Ford or Lincoln. You can order in person at the parts counter or online. Let us help keep your Ford or Lincoln in the best shape at Stevens Jersey City Ford.
Welcome back to Stick at Night. I'm your Commissioner Anthony L. Romano. As I said in my introduction, we have with us today Miss Hudson County, Rene Gonzales. Rene, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Really excited.
Rene, a little background on you, because I couldn't say the province right. You were born where?
So I was born in one of the former Soviet Union republics, and it's called Azerbaijan.
Wow, another immigrant success story, and in this great diversified county, this is a great story to hear. So you came here, and I know Gonzales is your husband's, that's your married name. What's your maiden name?
Safarova.
And that's somebody famous has that same name, right?
So yes, correct. Lucy Safarova. She's a tennis player from Czech Republic.
Wow, so now you came here, and you live in Jersey City presently, correct?
Yes.
What part? The Heights, right?
I'm in the Heights. Beautiful Heights.
Right now I still represent the Heights. And you also have a business in downtown, right, for many years?
That's correct. So I own a cooking school for children, Bambino Chef.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we moved out of the space, but we are still offering our cooking classes off-site. So we do events to go, and we are the main provider of the cooking after-school program.
For those in the audience, I think that's such a great thing. It's something positive for the children to do, a cooking school for children. Wow. So, and you had that for like 10 years?
10 years, and we concentrate on healthy cooking.
That's amazing. And how did you wind up getting into the running for Miss Hudson County?
So this was a complete surprise. I got contacted by the directors of the organization.
Which organization is that?
It's Mrs. America.
Oh, Miss America, wow.
And initially I thought it was just one of those spam messages, and turned out to be it's a real deal. And unlike many different pageants here, what they really look is for women who are actively participating in their communities, who empower other women, and just in general that willing to give back. And that's one of the things that's really truly close to my heart. So especially as an immigrant, I came here, and this is my home, and I want to thank the place that took me here. I want to help others to achieve their dreams and empower the women.
Well, it's kind of ironic. March is Women's History Month.
Correct.
And you're an outstanding role model for our youth, our young women. And when you mentioned the cooking school, what other activities do you do? And then tell us what activities are expected in your duties now as Mrs. Hudson County, and you're also up for possibly Miss New Jersey. So tell us about all that.
I am currently Mrs. Hudson County 2023, and I will be running for Mrs. New Jersey in May of this year. So I'm very excited about that opportunity. One of the things that I do outside of Bambino Chef is volunteering. It's really important to me. It's important to my family. One of our core values is to give back. And so we make sandwiches for shelters, we do food drives, lemonade stands. And one of the things that the pageantry is looking for is what we can do for our communities and set examples for others. And I do have to admit, it's hard to display everything that you do because I don't want it to look like I'm doing this for publicity, attention, or marketing purposes. But at the end of the day, what I understood after all these conversations with the directors and the team is when we do these things, we set an example for others, and it sets this domino effect, and people can replicate the system that we use, creating food pantries, the way we do our food drives. So I'm all in.
Do you work at all? You know anything about the Hoboken Food Pantry?
I actually, absolutely. We were there. I was there last week. We packaged 100 bags together with the Youth Foundation of Jersey City. I'm on the board of the foundation. It's a wonderful organization.
Well, I'll tell you, for a while there, I remembered first joining it many years ago, and then it seemed to have floundered. And now it's back again thanks to people as yourself and Veronica Parks, and it's on the rise again. And I think it's important that we work together, the cities. I know that Hudson County, through Craig Guy and Wally Wolf, we deliver food to people in Jersey City from the Hoboken Food Pantry. And I think that's a great asset that we have, that this communication relationship and that bond to help those that need it the most. How about the Hoboken Shelter?
Absolutely, and the same thing. We work together. I attend all shelters. I go whenever we can help, whatever we can drop off, we'll do it. And like you said, one of the things, for example, Hoboken Food Pantry, and you delivering food to Jersey City, I think being united as a community it's so crucial to achieving our goals. For me, it's fighting food insecurity. It's a very something really painful that I watch every day, and I'm going to use this platform to spread the word, awareness, and hopefully connect different organizations and create a system where we can all work together and make food pantries more affordable and accessible.
Well, how did they come about nominating you? How was that process?
So the process, so initially, I believe contestants, they all apply, and there's a selection process. They're looking at different
criteria.
Criteria, correct. In my case.
Can you hold that thought when we come back from our commercial break? We'll get back to you with that. I'm Anthony Romano for Stick at Night.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Welcome back to Stick at Night. Let's continue our conversation with Rene. So many things to hit on. Rene, before we went for break, we were talking about who picked you for the award.
So the directors, they picked me for the award, and again, the criteria is based on what we do in our communities, how active we are, and they look at the track records. I have a proven track record of doing activities in the community.
I want you to tell us, too, your background. You have how many children?
So I have 3 children.
Wow, so you're a mother, too.
I am.
And your husband's in finance?
My husband is in finance, and I speak 6 languages.
Wow, that's amazing. What languages do you speak?
So not all of them are fluent, I do have to tell you. So I speak Azerbaijani, Russian, Turkish, Spanish, English, Italian, a little bit of Italian. I'm fixing my French. I took French years ago, now I'm picking up on that.
That's amazing.
And Hebrew is on my list.
Really?
I do Hebrew once a week.
Wow. What about, now you were telling me too when we first met about the Civil Air Patrol,
Yes, so that's correct. So military and volunteering always have been on my mind. So
Wasn't it mandatory service in the Soviet Union?
in Soviet Union, yes, but not for females, like in Israel, unlike in Israel. But I was always very much interested, and again, I grew up in a war zone, sort of, not too far from a war zone, so I've seen it all, which is why maybe it has impacted me so much to be able to fight food insecurity. But yes, I love flying, so I think
What's the requirements for Civil Air Patrol? What do you have to do?
Civil Air Patrol, the requirements are, well, number one, you have to be a U.S. citizen, and you have to be able to lend your skills, actively participate. There's a program learning skills. So I will be training for emergency services officer, and I would love to be a scanner during the flight missions. And but it's putting your time and willingness to learn. There are tons of courses that you can take and to become an expert. So during disaster times when Air Force cannot go in, Civil Air Patrol gets in.
Now, what duties and responsibilities come with this title of Miss Hudson County? Now, what do you have to do leading up to the obvious nomination for Miss New Jersey, Mrs. New Jersey?
Mrs. New Jersey. So basically, one of the things we do have to do is continue showing that we are dedicated to our work, to our calling, which is, my purpose. I find that it's trying to connect dots and help and increase awareness. And so that's number one. Number two is also dedication to the organization, which means respecting their rules and abiding by the rules.
What rules now? What are we talking about?
The rules are basically being a good member of society, a decent human being, I would like to say, supporting other women. And we do have, I've met briefly some of the contestants, but all contestants are absolutely gorgeous and smart and strong and brilliant. And I know it sounds cliche, but it is truly sisterhood. I never thought of pageantry in that way because this is the first time I'm participating, but we are there to support each other because at the end of the day, we have one goal, is to represent our beautiful state and help our society.
Well, you touched me when you said that because there's so much, it seems, violence out there, so much animosity, lack of respect for each other and love. And to hear you say these wonderful things, I think is important. And you're representing us well at Hudson County. I'm going to tell, after this, I'm going to talk to our Director of Cultural Affairs to let us know that if you're representing Hudson County, we should know about you. And I think that that's important, and how we can help you. Our Department of Cultural Affairs should be helping you get the message out, because I'm sure the judges that are going to judge you want to know factually what you've done when it comes to time in May. I mean, is it documented? Does someone come with you? How does that work?
Excellent question. So I did have to open another Instagram page just specifically for this because I don't really post on my other pages. It's all about cooking. So I had to open the page and show, basically document where I go, where the work that we do. And it has double purpose. So it's not only to show the organization that we are doing what we have committed to, but we're also actively participating in the events.
Could you tell the audience what's your Instagram?
So my Instagram for the pageantry, it's Rene.rsg.
Rene.rsg.
Yes.
Okay.
I know, it's a long one.
Everybody outside, make sure you hear that. Well, Rene, it's been exciting having you on the show. Hopefully before you go to May, we'll have you back on the show with some more of your accomplishments. I definitely want to introduce you to our Director, Gina Eulings, and Deputy Director, Krista Kenny, with regard, since you're representing Hudson County, what we can do to help you. Continue your good work with the food pantry, and that's a noble cause to definitely ensure that everyone has food, especially the seniors and those that can't afford certain food items. And again, you represent Jersey City and Hudson County in such a positive way. This is the diversified city of the United States, probably the most. So again, thank you, Rene, for coming on. I'm your Commissioner, Anthony L. Romano, for Stick at Night. Thank you, and let's support Rene.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Welcome back to Stick at Night. I'm your host, Anthony L. Romano, District 5, Hoboken and Jersey City. And our next guest is an example of the diversification of this county. Someone that born and raised in Italy, came to Hoboken and now founded a successful business that is everybody loves in Hoboken, and it's an honor and pleasure to have with me today Luca Infantino. Luca, welcome, my buddy.
Thank you.
Tell me more about you, Luca. How long you been in Hoboken? Where were you born in Italy? And what made you come to Hoboken? What about your personal business and
Yes, so I came in this country in Hoboken in 2012. I used to work as a CFO for a clothing company.
Which clothing company is that?
Kiton, Kiton. Mm-hmm. It's a fashion.
No, that's in Italy. So you worked
Italy.
in the United States?
Yes, I worked. Then
New York.
I got moved here in New York City for a few years, and then I decided to open my own business in Hoboken. Alessio is the name of my son. And I'm proud to offer a small selection of coffee, pastries, breakfast, and paninis.
Well, you're very popular. You're located on the corner of 6th and Park for all our viewers out there. If you want a good, clean restaurant to go to and have some nice, healthy food, as well as some Italian delicacies, you go see Luca. So
we sell the Italian experiences as well, the accommodation and the welcoming that come from my or my background and Italian ancestors.
So what part of Italy are you from?
Naples area.
So Napolitan.
Napolitan.
Okay, I'm half Napolitan, so that's good. The other half is Sicilian. So tell me, while you still work your job, you have the store and the job, correct?
Yes, I'm still a full-time employee for an Italian company that is selling and distributing cold cuts and cheeses in all over the country.
Oh, so that's where that comes from, right? The prosciutto and
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So you sell that besides having your store.
Yes, correct.
What made you pick Hoboken?
Hoboken, it's a kind of a same kind of feeling I have as an Italian town and village. Mm-hmm. So every time I come in Hoboken, I feel like I never left Italy, basically.
Well, it's interesting you said that. I mean, years ago, Hoboken had a very large Italian population. Not so much anymore. We have what makes you different with all the different Italian delicatessens, right? We have at least 5 or 6 others. Is there enough for everyone to survive?
It's enough for everyone to survive, considering the Italian cuisine and the Italian way to do customer service is a kind of unique, and it's a kind of something that everyone is passionate about.
And you're right by a school, and I see all the mothers with the little children coming in.
Yes, so Alessio is part of the community of the surrounding of 6th and Park. We have the Hudson School across the street. We have the Calabro School. We are surrounded also.
That's right, you have Hudson School.
2 blocks away from the elementary school, the middle school. So all the parents and the teachers are seeing Alessio like a hub for these kids and students to be safe in a family environment like Alessio's.
And last Columbus Day, you were honored. We honored you as the Italian Business Man of the Year because of the give backs you do to the community. I think that's important.
Thank you.
You know, you represent, again, the diversity of Hoboken and Jersey City and Hudson County in general, and you're an example of people that come from other countries that find success in small business. I know that you're recognized by the mayor and a lot of other elected officials for your warm hospitality when one enters your place of business, which is important. that you get a feeling, and I could see by the mothers, that they trust that their children are there, that know they're going to get healthy food. And then when we come back from the break, I want you to tell me what your specialties are.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds good.
where do you intend to go with your business? Do you intend to go to other locations? Do you want to spread it?
I'm working on to open a few locations in Hudson County. I'm looking for a
Jersey City, I
a few
hope.
spot in Jersey City. It's a very tough market, so we're trying to find the right combination between cost and offering. We're looking on a place in Jordan Square, looking in a place in downtown Jersey City, but we are a community, like you said, we are a community-based business.
And don't forget Union City too. They can
Yeah,
use a good place.
I'm looking the Heights around Palisades
The
Avenue.
Heights is good, yes.
But we are like to go in a community-based model business where, like we do in Hoboken, we want to feel part of the community. So we don't want to open in places just to open. We want to be part of the community.
When we come back from this break, we'll continue this conversation with Luca from Alessio's.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or a quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Welcome back to the wonderful residents of Hudson County. Let's continue this discussion with Luca Infantino from Alessio's. You were mentioning during the break about a percentage of your business coming from.
Yeah, so we did an analysis in the past 6 months, and we're noticing that, first of all, our delivery business is more than half.
Wow.
And 40% of that comes from Jersey City downtown.
Now, do you have your own delivery service, or you
We have
rely
our
on Uber?
own delivery service.
Really?
It's a beautiful company based in Hoboken that is like a third-party company that offers deliveries.
I never knew there was one based in Hoboken.
A lot of businesses in Hoboken. Amazing company.
And what about your ingredients? Is it hard to get supplies right now? Is the shortage, it seems, in auto parts, computer chips? What about the food service?
It's a good question. It's getting better than it was 1 year ago, but the only problem now costs double.
Wow.
Basically, most of my ingredients come from Italy, comes in a container, shipped in a container in a boat or on an airplane, and the cost of a container was, give you an example, was $7,000 to bring a container here. Now it's $12,000 to bring a container.
Wow, $5,000 in 1 year.
So that cost of
You
the
have to
container
pass it on.
is to pass it on
And that's
the
tough,
product.
right.
And unfortunately, it's hitting the margin of the small businesses that only in a partial part can be moved to customers. Because
Well, hopefully sometime in the future, government will be able to straighten this out because it is tragic. The price of eggs is quadrupled in a year. You know, people can only afford to pay so much between rent and you know, with the salaries not increasing at the same pace, it causes a problem. But again, it goes back to what you have in your store. I see the warmth when I go in there, and you have you employ young people from Hoboken and Jersey City, which
Yes.
is important. We want to give our own people jobs, so
we
tell
have
us about that.
14 people that are working,
Wow.
are working in my store, and they're all from Hudson County. Most of them from Hoboken, from Union City, from Weehawken, and Jersey City
I
as
think
well.
that's so very important because it brings our youth still here, gives them employment, lets them interact and get to you know, work with other people. And it's funny, you have people from different cultures working for you, right? You have some people that speak Spanish. And,
Yes.
yes.
In this industry, there are a lot of South American people that are working in the kitchen and in the pizza station, and I gotta say, they're very hard-working people.
Good.
Very hard working.
That's what we like to hear. What about you? Do you oversee you oversee your product? Do you check in the kitchen? Are you the one who makes the ingredients so that they know what they have to put in? How
As
does
you
that
know
work?
me, and a lot of people know me, I'm a control freak when it comes in terms of quality and customer service. So I'm always there in the key moment of the day, the weekend, to make sure everything is running smoothly. And sometimes I go in the kitchen to get some food, and I check the food. There is the avocado inside. There is not avocado. That's part of the passion that I put in my.
Now, what about with your other job? How does it interfere, or does it work in unison with your other job?
Luckily, my headquarters is in Italy, so I work long hours, meaning that I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I do a few hours work in my office, in my home office. Then
Where is your office, home office for your company, in Hoboken too?
it's in Secaucus.
Oh, Secaucus.
Secaucus.
Okay.
So I'm lucky enough to have this balance and compromise with my company that I can split my day.
And you have good
between
people
morning.
working for you. So
Very good people. So
it's interesting that we talk about a global economy. Here's a reason. You're working for a company in Italy, and that sells a lot in the United States. So
and the majority of the business for the company is in California.
Really?
So it's like we have a 9 hours overlap between the Italian headquarters.
That's interesting.
My headquarters here in Jersey, and the distribution.
Now
in
your
California.
family's located here now too? Where do you live?
I live in Weehawken,
Right.
in the Bluff.
Oh, in Turnersville, in the Bluff. Okay. Now do you family have a big family here? Or?
All my family is in Italy. The only person I have here is my uncle that he moved here in the 80s, and I have a wife and 2 beautiful kids.
Oh, they're here?
They're here.
Oh,
yes.
good. Well, that's
They're
the
here.
important thing. And that's for the audience out here. How do we contact you? Is there a website?
Yes, the
ahead, tell us.
website is alessioscafe.com. Email is info@alessioscafe.com as well, and telephone is 201-659-5200.
We encourage everyone out there. There's so many good places in Hudson County and Jersey City and Hoboken. Let's try Alessio's. Whether you want it delivered or whether you come visit and get that warm feeling as if you're back in Italy. And you also sell products too, right?
Yes,
Right?
yes. We sell some Italian specialty products that are selected personally by me.
Well, Luca, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
My pleasure.
I'll see you again shortly. Anything we could do for you, the County of Hudson is always looking to help small businesses with grants and other things. And looking forward to continue the wonderful relationship you have and stay in touch with us and be part of Hudson County. Keep hiring our youth because they need employment, and it's going to be enjoyable to, for you to keep this going. I'm Anthony
you,
Romano for Stick at Night. Talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning in.